All right, guys. So I scored on the Air Jordan 14 Black Toe in my size. Thought about it, slept on it, and I said, "Well, we'll pull the trigger." He came down and did me on a fair price. We talked about it a little bit. We jousted a little bit with the pricing, and he met me. He met me fair. He met me fair. So, and he also told me, he said, "Listen, 7.5, because I normally wear 8, but uh, Air Jordans are cut kind of big. I have a narrow foot, so I usually go down half a size for a nice snug fit, and they fit perfectly. So I pulled the trigger on these, and maybe later on I will put them back out there to be sold. Who knows? I'm not sure. And that's the one thing about these kind of sneakers because they actually hold their value, even if they're worn a little bit. And I'm the type that I keep my shoes nice for a very long time. So yeah, yeah, that's how we did it today on a Friday. And of course I'll do an on foot walk in them and because I'm sorry, but in my size they just look super fire. Why? Because I wear a 7.5 to an 8, pretty much kind of like a small foot, but you know, and that's why usually around my size it's difficult to find, because they fly so fast because of the younger crowd. But yeah, I scored, and so far it's a good day. And I will not be doing this again for a little while. The other guys out there, they can do it. Uh, they can do it heavy, every drop, every single drop, and everything like that. Not my style, just the ones that I really like, ones that I really want. But I will let you guys in on something. All the sneakers that I reviewed uh, a year or so ago, they're all gone. They're all gone. I had to sacrifice those shoes because of an emergency situation. So I'll be straight up with you guys. And they're all gone. So I'm actually starting over. I'm actually rebuilding uh, my very small shoe collection because I don't have hundreds of shoes. Excuse me. I just stick to the ones that I really, really like and that I really, really want to go for. And that's the way I keep it, man. I like cheap shoes. I like all different kinds of shoes. I don't like just Air Jordans. I've had 90% of those, 90% of the Air Jordans that has came out, well, been re-released. Excuse me. I've had already all through middle school and high school, so I remember what they feel like wearing them, and I remember having them and stuff like that. So to the younger crowd that's getting all this stuff for the first or second time, I had them when they came out for the very first time. So I have that experience under my belt. That's why I don't jump on every shoe because it's like, well, I had it already. What's the rush? I remember I had it and I kept them nice for like 2 3 years. You know, and then once they started getting a little dog, then I started balling in them or something else. So you know, I don't need to do that anymore. Just certain ones. Just certain ones. So we're out of here. We completed the mission. Um, I will not be searching for the cool grade nines anymore because I scored on these. So we'll just settle for what we have. So on foot walkthrough coming up, and you guys have a good one.